Hi guys, Mr. Dalton here, and I'm back with another video after the Easter weekend. Sorry my uploads weren't very good over the weekend. I was just enjoying some time out in the sun, and I was hoping that you would be doing the same, which I'm sure you have been doing. So we are back now with a lesson plan, and it's going to be our second session of, you may have guessed it by looking over here, hockey. Okay, so we've got a second hockey session for you today, and last time I said if you didn't have a hockey stick you could use a Hoover tube or something of sort. So today, following in that respect, I'm going to be trying to use a broom as my hockey stick. Okay, if you've got a broom at home you can do the same. If you liked your Hoover tube last week, again you can use that as well, but I heard that some people were doing it inside on wooden floors and it was scratching a little bit. So a broom is great because it's got a soft floor and a soft bottom, and then it's still got that reach like a hockey stick. So I'm going to show you a bit with my broom and with my hockey stick. As with all my lessons, we've got a warm-up, we've got our main teaching element, and then we've got our game-based learning at the end. So today's focus is going to be on push passing. But before we get onto that, we're going to look at a warm-up based on what we did last week, which was dribbling. I've set out 4 cones here, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to zigzag in and out. We're going to start by we're not going to use our what's called our reverse stick. We're going to zigzag in, zigzag out and round. Okay, once you've done that once, you can then go and, remember, we're going to push, move our hands over, okay, and round. Push, hands over, round. Good. Round, your hands over, and round. So remember, when we're holding our hockey stick, we have our left hand at the top, our right hand halfway down, and then we're using that left hand to guide the stick, but the right hand is just there to support. Okay, if you want any tips on dribbling, look at my last hockey video. That will give you all you need to know. So as I said, we'll now look at doing it with our broom. I've not actually practiced, so I can't promise anything here. So we're just going to keep tapping it because it's obviously a bit different, but we're just going to get ourselves used to that movement of the ball. We're just sweeping it. I know it's not ideal, it doesn't perfectly replicate hockey, but it's good enough for me. It's good enough on this time off just to be practicing those hand-eye coordination skills. Brilliant. So what you can do is just practice that. You can get a bit of competition going, you can have a bit of competition with your parents, so you could try it, see how quickly you can get through the course 4 times, and then see how quickly your parents can get through the course 4 times. Let's give that a go. So I'll give it a go. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to time myself. I'll count out loud because I've not got my timer with me. Okay, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 seconds. So see if you can beat my 18 seconds, and then see if you can beat your parents. Perfect. So that was our warm-up. Give it a go. Practice till you get yourself comfortable with that dribbling, because you need to know how to dribble before you move on to the passing part, which is what we're looking at today. Okay, and all you'll need 4 cones today, and later on you will need a bin or a bucket of sorts. So I'm going to now have 1 cone right back here and 3 cones further forward. So we are looking today at push passing. So when we're push passing, our hands stay open like this. So we have our left hand at the top, our right hand in the middle, and we're going to push the ball towards where we want it to. We shouldn't actually hear the sound of the ball. We shouldn't hear the sound of the ball clapping on the stick. You should put the stick just in front of the ball, just next to the ball, so it's touching, and then you're going to push. And what we want to do is we want to end our push by pointing wherever we are aiming at. So I don't want the ball behind me. I don't want the ball too far in front of me. I want to be facing that ball. So it's just kind of in line, just with my left foot, so I can step and push towards my target. So what I'm going to do is, you can have your mums, dads, brothers, sisters with you here to help you on this one. But what I'm going to do is just call out a colour, and what I've got to do is try and push it as close to that colour as possible. We're going to practice you can have them as close or as far away as you want. Just about that real practicing. If it touches the cone, great, because that's hit your target. Okay, it doesn't matter if it rolls over the cone, that's fine. We're just trying to hit those cones, and then we're going to come back to our orange cone, and then we're going to aim again. So, if I called blue, I'm going to try and push it towards that blue cone. Oh, just missed. So then I'm going to get my ball, I'm going to dribble it back to my cone, and then I'm going to go yellow. Oh, I missed again. Mr. Dalton. Oh, my ball's gone. Okay, and we'll go green. Oh, that rolled over the cone. So, that's just me. Really, so first one just missed, the second one missed by quite a bit, but my third one, because I kept practicing and practicing and practicing, I was able to get it. So what you need to do is keep practicing that skill before you become more consistent with it. If it goes just next to the cone, that's absolutely fine as well. We just need to make sure that we're kind of aiming and able to get it in a direction that we want. So have someone calling out some colours, and then you can try and aim at those colours. Really working on our aiming of our push passes. So just to recap, when we're push passing, we have the ball just in between our legs. We've got it not too far out in front of us. We want it quite close so our stick can reach it. And we're going to step, and we're going to push, and we're going to point towards the cone. So this is pointing at my yellow cone. If I wanted to point it to blue, to push to blue, I would push, and then, oh look, there it's touched it. Because I'm pointing that stick at the blue cone. And then green is exactly the same. So, I'm going to give it a little go with my broom. It might not work as well. So, same principle. I'm going to push towards the blue cone. Okay, it's gone in that direction. However, we don't quite get the power because of what we're using. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to go for the yellow. Good. Again, not quite the power, but the right direction. And green. That one wasn't as good. It might be because of what I'm using, but if you're using a hockey stick or a Hoover tube, you might be more successful. Right, our game-based learning activity now. What you're going to do is, you need 2 cones for this. So I'm going to get rid of these. You're going to need the bin, like I said, or a bucket, and you're going to lie that just in front of one of your cones, and then you've got the other one opposite. This is where you're going to give yourself a time limit. So I might give myself 30 seconds. And just move it back a little bit this way, so I'm actually in shot. I'm going to show you with the hockey stick, which will be much more successful than with the broom first, and then I'll show you with the broom. So, I'm going to give myself 30 seconds. I'm going to push it at the bucket. Okay, great, I've got it in. I've got to reach in, get it out, and then I've got to dribble round the back. It's just bringing in that skill from last week. So that's 1 point, okay? I'm going to give it a go. Oh, I missed, but I still dribble around the back. So I'm still on 1 point. Okay, and push again. Oh, I missed again. I get it. I dribble around the back, and we're doing that for 30 seconds. Missed again. Oh no. I'm going to just get out there. Flowers, dribble back, and hey, there we go. So let's say my time ends there. Oh, I got 2 points. See if you can do better. I'm sure you can. My aiming wasn't quite up to scratch there, So now, as always, we'll give it a go with the broom. Might not be very successful, I might close it up a little bit so I can get that power to get it in. And my timer's going to start now. Yeah, 1 point. Good, and then we're going to dribble around. Good. And then, oh, just missed. Still on 1. Ooh, good. Oh, missed again. Dribble around the back. Good. And last go. Oh, and he's missed again. So, you get the idea. It's about aiming, then getting and dribbling. Trying to do that in quite quick succession. But remember, the main thing is point towards where you're aiming after you push. Because we don't want sticks coming up here. Because A, that might hurt someone, and B, your push is going to go in any random direction. So you're going to push and point towards where you're pushing it to. So, that is us. We've looked at dribbling last week. Now we've looked at push passing. We're going to become quite the good hockey players. Well done, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that lesson. If you can, click subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with an Active 10 video tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.